In this video, I'm going to be breaking down some of the most common mistakes that beginners make when they first start selling on Amazon FBA. Mistakes can be really expensive, and I don't want you to learn the hard way. If you're new to the channel, my name's Warner from SellerAmp, and it's our goal with the channel to help equip you with the tools and knowledge that you need to go out there and crush selling on Amazon. I also get a ton of messages from brand new Amazon sellers telling me some of the pitfalls that they've fallen into, so I want to go ahead and share those with you so that you can save money on those mistakes. So the first mistake that I see a ton of beginners go out there and make is making uninformed decisions. And what I mean by that is they're not properly referencing the data and the tools, all that good stuff that we have available to us as Amazon sellers. One of the best reasons to be an Amazon seller is we have so much data that you can go out and use to almost predict the future of an item to make sure that you're actually going to be able to sell things before you send them into Amazon. And you'll also have the opportunity to do a ton of risk mitigation that a lot of other business owners in different industries won't have the opportunity to do. So let me go ahead and jump into my computer over here and I'll show you a couple specific mistakes that I see a lot of beginners make. And so like I was talking about, one of the best reasons to sell on Amazon is because of the amount of data that we have available to us. So this is an example of a product that my team identified for us. So we can sell this one on Amazon. Looks like right now the price is at $17.20. So we'll go ahead and plug that in. And we identified it for $6. So after it's all said and done, we'd be making $4 profit on this, 68% ROI. If you're brand new to selling on Amazon, that's a pretty good product. The sales volume here, we can see that SellerAmp is showing us 208 sales per month. So that's another nice estimate to have. And the reason I went ahead and pulled up this listing right here is because the alerts panel of SellerAmp here is going to save me from making a bad buying decision. It's going to save me from making an uninformed buying decision like we were talking about. Because when we mouse over this, we can see that this item is in the hazmat program. It's dangerous goods, which basically means that you have to be on a wait list. You have to get through the wait list on Amazon Seller Central to be even allowed to sell hazmat in the first place. And beyond that, you have some special precautions that you're going to have to take when you do ship in those items directly to Amazon FBA with the hazmat program. So that's a little bit of extra complication. I personally don't sell in the hazmat program at all. So this little warning right here helped save me from making a bad buying decision, getting this to my house, shipping it all into Amazon. Amazon says, hey, this is hazardous, we can't take this. And then, we've got a bad situation on our hands. So this helped save me right here from making a bad uninformed buying decision. Another quick, simple example of why you should be referencing as much data as you can while you're sourcing is right here. Again, on SellerAmp, we can see that this product is we're not eligible to sell it. This was just an example of a product I saw where I'm actually gated in this product. If you're a brand new Amazon seller, you're going to be gated in a lot of categories and brands. Basically, that means you're going to need to get approval through a wholesale invoice or anything like that to get approved to sell that brand or category on Amazon. And in this particular case, I'm not ungated in this Noxzema brand, so I'm not allowed to sell this product. So once again, if I had come across this product and bought this product, I would have to, kind of figure out a way to get ungated, or I'd have to return this item. This is something I see beginners do all the time, where they don't go in, they don't check and see if they're ungated in the item, they buy it, and then they have a headache. They don't understand why they can't sell things. And so I don't want you to make that same mistake and get frustrated with Amazon early on. So definitely make sure you're checking those two things on SellerAmp. And then the last thing that I briefly mentioned on the last one, I want to go ahead and quickly break down, is make sure you're always referencing the estimated sales, the bestseller rank, all that good stuff. I like to go off of estimated sales, and I typically won't buy a product unless it has at least 30 estimated sales per month. That's another common concern I hear beginners talk about is, what if my items don't sell? What if I buy too much and I get stuck with inventory? Well, again, when we're selling on Amazon, we can know pretty roughly how fast we're going to be able to sell that inventory. So for example, this product right here is selling 264 times per month. Obviously, I'm gated like we talked about, so I'm not going to be able to sell this product. But if I was ungated in this product, we can see down here there's 4 competitors. So we would be the 5th competitor, basically. This guy's a little cheaper, so we could even make a case and say that we would be the 2nd competitor if we were going to compete with this guy and sell at $9. In this case, we're probably not going to be able to get this item for cheap enough to make a profit at $9. But if we were competing at $9, all that good stuff, we would be sharing these 264 sales a month with that one guy. So now we would be getting 132 sales per month. My math is right there. And so you as a brand new seller, you're going to want to place a test buy based on that data. So for example, we kind of predicted that we could sell 132 per month of these because we have one other FBA seller who we're going to be sharing sales with at the same price. So based on that, we know that we should probably go ahead and place a test order, make sure that we're actually going to be able to sell them as fast as we would. So for me, I typically place my test orders to be about a week or 2 weeks of inventory. So in this case, if a full month of inventory would be 132 units, that 1 week of inventory, I'd buy somewhere around 30 units, maybe 60 units if I wanted to buy 2 full weeks of inventory on this product. And that's going to help give me a much better picture of how fast the item's actually selling, and worst case scenario, if something goes bad or the price falls or you really can't sell it. So once you've placed your test orders and you have that real data to go off of, let's say you sell those 30 units and it only takes you 2 days, next time you know you can buy a whole lot more of that inventory. But if you'd only bought 30 units and it ends up taking a month, you'll be really glad that you placed a smaller order. Now you have that real data to go off of. You can keep selling 30 of these a month, but you won't be too deep on them, and you will be able to diversify your products and continue growing your capital much faster. The second mistake that I see a ton of beginners make when they start selling on Amazon is they don't think with the right mindset. They kind of have that scarcity mindset, that personal mindset where you have to be frugal and save your money and all that good stuff. I can completely relate to that. In my personal life, I don't even own a car right now, but in my business, I'm never ever frugal with any kind of software, education, mentorships, anything like that I know that I need to invest in to grow my business. If there's a tool or software or anything like that out there that you know you've been putting off a little too long, and you know it will probably grow your business. For example, way back in the day when I started selling on Amazon in 2018, there was a tool that I used to list inventory on Amazon. I waited too long to get that tool, and eventually it ended up being a lot more expensive that way because I invested my time, which is a lot more valuable than the money you have to spend on different softwares and tools and all that good stuff. If those tools out there are going to save you time, or that education is going to help fast track the growth of your business, definitely go and invest in it, especially if you've got decent capital to start this business. It's absolutely been worth it every time I've kind of gone out on a ledge, made an investment that I wasn't sure if it was going to pay off or not. And I bet there's at least 1 or 2 things that come to mind when I say that. So if you've been on the fence about investing in something for your business that you're confident is going to grow your business, I'd say definitely go ahead and pull the trigger and continue to grow your business, because it's going to be really difficult to compete with all those big sellers out there who have super expensive software, years of information, and all that good stuff if you don't even invest in the simple, cheap tools, right? So be sure to set yourself up for success and invest in your business. And then the third common mistake that I wanted to talk about in this video is buying with your gut instead of your data and all that good stuff. I see a lot of new sellers, they'll jump into Amazon, they'll say, surely I can't sell that product, surely no one's buying that product for that price. It's a very common thought among new sellers, and frankly, a lot of the items that I sell, I don't really believe it either, but the customers are out there. All we have to do is look at the data and trust the data, and you can use tools like SellerAmp to get out there and make those informed decisions when you're looking at that, that random product that you've never had any relation to. You wouldn't buy it as a personal consumer, but it doesn't matter if you would buy it at the end of the day. If consumers are buying it and we can see it in the data, then it's a great product. So just to show you what I'm talking about, I jumped into the computer over here real quick and pulled up an example of something that I thought surely no one is buying. A DVD player is a good example. I used to sell a ton of VCR players back in the day when I was going to thrift stores and all that good stuff. So people are buying pretty much anything and everything on Amazon. Even if you personally wouldn't buy it, that doesn't mean there's not opportunity in it. So for example, I pulled up this old DVD player. Maybe it's not old, maybe it's recent, but not a lot of us are using DVDs really anymore these days. I see that comment a lot on, I used to sell books back in the day, so I make some videos about that. And people are like, surely no one's buying books on Amazon, but people are buying a ton of books on Amazon and a ton of DVD players on Amazon because where else are you going to buy that stuff right now, right? You can go out to Walmart and all that good stuff, but Amazon's got everything. We can sell everything quickly. And again, when I'm looking at a product like this, I went ahead and pulled up the SellerAmp web app here. As I was talking about, on these products like this, we're like, I can't believe anyone's buying that. Who's paying that? We can look at the graphs here on SellerAmp, and we can see that over time, these people are paying $45 for it. Anytime you see that green line over here has drops on it, that means that people are buying this item. We can see over time that the orange line here showing us the FBA price, that's the price of FBA sellers like you and I, it has been $45. The sales rank line is consistently dropping. So there's a ton of people buying this product right here. In fact, SellerAmp's telling us that there are over 3,000 people every month buying DVD players on just this single listing. And so when you're making your buying decisions, try to ignore your gut and your emotions as much as possible and just dig into the data and try to get as specific as you possibly can, because eventually at the end of the day, you're going to see items like this that you wouldn't probably buy. You can't believe other people are paying, $45 for a DVD player here in 2022, but it doesn't matter. We have all the data to make informed decisions. So when you're buying, just remember to buy with the data and not using your emotions. So I hope you guys got a ton of value out of this video. If you want to get started on your own Amazon FBA journey, make sure to check out a free trial of our tool SellerAmp. There's going to be a link down below for a 2-week free trial and get you started on your Amazon journey. Dig through the other content we have on our page, show you how to start sourcing your first products, all that good stuff. If you guys have any quick questions or anything like that, feel free to drop those down below as well. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.